Live.
Okay, are we live?
We are live.
Okay,
We are alive.
good.
Okay, let's turn that down a little bit.
Okay, I might end up accidentally with some feedback.
Okay, just before we get started, this is not an opportunity to be mean to us on the live. We've cherry picked some fun ones. I mean, you can be mean to us.
I mean, we can't stop you technically.
In fact, this is a brilliant opportunity to be mean to us.
We discussed not encouraging them.
Yeah, sorry. Let me move.
Okay, here we go.
Okay,
everybody. We are going to read a series of mean comments. Some of them are mean. Some of them are ridiculous. Some of them make no sense. And we think they're mean. But we're going to find out what you guys think about them. These are comments that we get notifications for on the regular. Okay, I wonder who will get more mean comments, James or Thomas. Tyler says that.
I've already been asked to say baller a few times.
Yeah, that's never gonna go away.
Baller. This is not a green screen. This is Zoom's like fake background thing. So I've got what's it called? I'm gonna put the comments on the wall behind me. It's gonna be really cool. It's gonna feel like you're in the future. Yeah. Who is the husband? No, again, this is not. This is not a window to be mean to us. Although that would be fine, fine.
Go ahead, go for it. We can't stop.
Yeah,
you.
I'm definitely the husband. Okay, so we're gonna, I'm just gonna put the first one up.
Just put the first one up, and we're gonna read it.
Okay.
Okay,
here we go. Start with.
All right. Thomas drifting the M2 looks like Chris Harris. James driving the Honda looks like Chris Harris's wife.
So I guess what you're saying is that I'm not the husband? Did I just lie? You make a liar out of me.
In this reality, though, you get to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner with Chris Harris. It sounds good to you, according to James Engelsman from 4 hours ago. That's actually months ago. What video is that on? That's on our M2 versus Civic Type R, right?
Yeah, probably. That was the first M2 track video.
That was actually our first track video last year.
Yeah, that was a scary day.
That was a scary
day.
Hopefully we can have a first track video this year at some point. That would be nice.
Yeah, well, things have got to get returned back to normal now.
Yeah, we're just waiting for states of emergency and such to lift, and then we.
I would like to be Chris Harris's wife. I have no problem with that. And the first thing I would decree for him not being or for me being his wife would be he has to change he just peroxided his hair white.
I believe it was for a good cause, though. So now you look like a fool.
Right, but good cause, or is he doing more damage by looking like that? You know what I mean?
To the public, you mean, in general?
Yeah. What's up from Toronto? What's up, James? Say gangsters.
Hello, everybody.
Guys, I'm not a dancing monkey, all right? James, say baller. What have we done? Have we just reduced this to me saying baller?
Everyone loves your accent, James.
All right, we're going to get one baller every 15 minutes, and that was the one. Did Thomas already cover how he says prevalent? I'm glad you brought this up.
Oh, here we go.
Though.
Okay, so the word is prevalent, but for some reason in my brain, prevalent.
Bit of context, Thomas, in the last video.
Oh, sorry. Yes, in the last video, we were talking about. I don't remember what I was talking about. It was something about something being prevalent, and I said prevalent. James immediately rinsed me for it, and so did Karsten, our editor. And then I had to look it up, and turns out there's no evidence whatsoever anywhere in the entirety of the internet for ever being pronounced prevalent in any way. So it's just me. Yeah.
Never prevalent.
Never.
It's all those covalent bonds.
Is it?
What does Channing Tatum say in 21 Jump Street? Well, he does all the equations on the board and then just like science is out of there. He's like,
he's talking about the covalent bonds, brother.
He swears. He does. He says F yeah, science. I think he does.
Oh yeah.
Connor, this is making my workday so much better. Very glad to hear it. We're almost at the end of Friday, guys. We did it, and girls, yes. We did it. Okay. So this one we've established. I am Chris Harris's wife.
This is a great world for me. All right, let's put the next one up. Let's see what we got.
I got it. It's a whole thing every time. All right, there we go. Go on, read us the whole thing, Thomas.
Oh dear. Okay.
This one is an investment by everyone.
You have to stick around and listen. I'm sorry. Should we give them the context of what video it's on?
It's the Rolls-Royce one.
This is the Rolls-Royce versus Rolls-Royce, our old versus new. Okay. I would rather see a man and woman team instead of two grown men in such close quarters. Apparently, that made him uncomfortable.
I think well, hold on. Maybe he foresaw Corona, right?
What does it have to do with what?
He doesn't want us to be in close quarters. It's nothing to do with his preferences. It's just
it's just social distancing. He was worried that we're not social distancing.
Yeah.
We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Yeah. I think they should have got a person who actually owns a Rolls-Royce to talk about this car, to really explain what this car is all about. They actually sounded like two Hyundai drivers that got a chance to drive a Rolls-Royce. I drive a CL Mercedes-Benz, and I think I could be less starstruck and explain more details of both cars. I am sure it has hydraulic shocks that only the CL and SL Mercedes-Benz has, that allows no body roll in corners or dips and stops in acceleration. The quietness comes from two-pane windows glass that the S and CL Mercedes-Benz has, and actually look cool and should have been shown. I'm almost positive it has bolstering seats like the CLS, CL, and S Mercedes-Benz that has grips in the body on the right-hand side when you turn left. That is a very unique feature. I would really like to know what are their everyday drivers. James, there's a chance. There's a small chance.
Does he own a Mercedes?
That he owns a Mercedes.
He owns a Mercedes. Okay, good. Yeah. No,
it was yeah. Yeah. That's very, very possible. Oh my god.
He wants to know what our daily drivers are, though.
Yeah. Okay.
My daily driver is actually descended from a Rolls Royce.
What?
Yeah, the MX-5. It's like it's like the little. You know how like big boats have a jet ski on the back.
Yeah.
Rolls Royce comes with a little Mazda.
A little Miata on the back. You can just kind of roll it out when you need it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Okay.
Anyway. Says, guys, did you know that guy has a Merc? Yeah, he's got a Merc.
I think he has a Mercedes. There's a chance. Yeah. This is the type of stuff we deal with. Okay. Would you like to throw the next one up, James?
Okay. All right. We got.
These are
just so everyone knows, this man has a Mercedes CL, and it's great.
I think he has a Mercedes CL.
Okay.
Considering the judgment calls these guys use to dress themselves, they have no business passing any kind of judgment on these cars or the like.
That's fair enough.
Yeah. I mean, that was on the Rolls-Royce video as well?
Yeah, I think it was. My mum calls me after our video comes out, and she gets annoyed at me for my shirt not being ironed, and she pretty much bullies me, tells me my clothes are awful as well.
Yeah, well, what business do you have reviewing Rolls Royces when you dress like that? That's all I'm saying, James.
They have privacy blinds. Like I could be naked in there. Who cares what I look like?
If I recall, you wore a jacket and a tie that day.
I did.
But it was like a Harry Potter tie. I'm
curious. What does a Rolls Royce driver wear? Like, people in the comments, what are you supposed to wear when driving a Rolls Royce Phantom?
Yeah, like is there a uniform that they give you when you pick one up? We wouldn't know. Sorry, Thomas didn't identify his daily driver. Currently, I'm not driving anything because I'm not driving, but I have an E46 M3 that's not working. So even if I were driving, I wouldn't be driving.
Why is it not working, Thomas?
I don't want to talk about it. Waiting for a compression tester in the mail. That's all you need to know.
Don't buy an E46 M3. There we go. We've got some suggestions. A tuxedo, a thong, a suit, a tuxedo, gold. Okay.
Just gold? Just gold.
Yeah,
like just
straight out of Austin Powers.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, straight out of
Gucci flip-flops, a fedora, a $10,000 suit.
Why not
a decimal place?
If you're wearing a $10,000 suit, there's always going to be a Rolls-Royce driver with a $15,000 suit, and you'll just have to kill yourself. You like what good are you at that point? An Adidas
tracksuit. You don't say Adidas, do you?
Sorry, what did you say?
We say. Oh God, no! Because the next time we do a live video, instead of say gangster, it's going to say Adidas.
Adidas?
We say That's Adidas. Amazing. Yeah.
That's amazing. A lot of people seem to want you to say Cheerios, or just Miles does.
Cheerios. Yeah, I don't say that any differently.
I know it's Cheerios, the same word.
Yeah, you know what? Because I know Adidas sounds weird to you, but Adidas to English people sounds so strange.
I believe that.
So strange.
Jeremiah just bought an E46 M3. Good for you, Jeremiah.
You guys can go to your support meetings together.
Yeah.
Did James get out the cult church? I am unfortunately still in the cult church. The reason I have this fake brick wall behind me is because they don't want you to see things. It's embargoed. Less hair gel for James. There's zero hair gel in my hair. That's why it looks so ridiculous.
Yeah, it also hasn't been cut in 2 months.
Also, because of Corona, there is no hair gel. No one else bought it. Thomas bought the entire stock of hair gel.
Yeah, I have all of it. Yeah. See, my hair stays wherever I put it, more or less. That's why it's just permanently there.
So let's go to the next insult, which I'm sure is going to be wonderful. Oh, yeah, this was the one we threw on the little thumbnail there.
This is definitely one of my favorite. Even with the beard, that British guy looks like a cute little toddler. Aw. Thanks, Crazy Wee Monkey. Love your channel.
Yeah, joke's on him, though, because when I'm double my current age, I'm going to look 6. And that's going to be pretty gangster, as they say in my parts of the world. What does that mean? That means that when I can't do maths. When I'm 112, I will look 12. It's what like
math? What math did you just do? I didn't.
Don't ask. It's an intense leap year situation. But yeah, apparently I look like a toddler. It drives a cute little toddler car too. That's true. The Mazda MX-5 in blue looks like a little toddler car. To be fair, my favorite car I've ever owned was the Playmobil car. Everyone knows that car, the yellow. It's got the yellow thing with the red. The little Playmobil.
It's not Playmobil. It's Fisher Price.
Fisher Price. Sorry, not Playmobil. When I was
you got to know your classic brands. I'm sorry, you can't.
When I was really small, Thomas, I had the Playmobil car because I was.
You were like this big, more
embryonic,
or less.
yeah.
And you sat.
Fisher Price car. I'm sorry, that was a crime. James say pull them. There you go.
Stop feeding into it, James.
I say it the same way. So does every English person.
Oh my God. Okay, what's the next one? What's the next one?
YouTube generation. Thank you. Top Gear has a YouTube as well, though. Okay.
Okay. Next mean comment. Go.
There you go.
Oh, this is a good one. What video is this on?
I can't see it because it's backwards on my screen.
Oh, this is on the G-Wagon video. This is on our G-Wagon. Okay, this guy says, "Lol, make sure to punch yourself in the face too. Both of you trust fund babies should have bought a 200 series Land Cruiser or an LX 570 200 series Lexus. I watched 37 seconds of this video and guess those G-Wagons will never leave the pavement. I'm sure of it. What a waste. You guys don't know. Honk from Apple Butter."
Okay. All right, so
I think he thinks that we bought the cars, James.
Both G-Wagons?
Yeah, I think he thinks we bought a $200,000 G-Wagon and a $35,000 for the sake of making a video.
It's like 270 if you get it at MSRP, which is hard to do.
Joe says, "Thanks for the great content." Thank you for the $10, Joe. Really appreciate it.
Thanks, Joe. Yeah, I think the biggest credit to this guy is he says, "You guys don't know," from Apple Butter.
Yeah.
That's an incredible. I need that in my vocabulary.
That is really good. Yes.
What is apple butter? Is that a ridiculous question?
Apple butter. No.
I know there's apple bottom jeans and boots with the fur, but I don't know. What's apple butter? Is it just apple flavored butter?
You just stole that, bro. Oh my God. Yeah. No, I've never heard of apple butter. I'll be honest. Is that some sort of a delicious topping that goes in like the jams and jellies category? I have no idea.
Oh, it sounds really, really good. But yeah, sorry to tell you, we didn't buy the G-Wagons.
No, sorry, dude, we didn't.
We did, however, buy a 4Runner, which is not far from your original suggestion.
Yeah. So joke's on him or us. I'm not sure. We did in fact buy a car that he thinks is good. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or not.
Yeah, but maybe we're predictable. He basically chose on it. What car should we get next, mate? Because he knows.
He clearly has the answer. Yeah.
Okay, here's one that I think is really wonderful because it's so layered and it really kind of gets to the heart. This guy doesn't waste any time.
Yeah. He said very succinctly.
He says what we were all thinking.
Do I have to read it? Thomas is dumb.
Heard that.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, right to the point. I appreciate the crispness of the delivery, on that one. No extra words or anything. Just get to the point. That's how all comments should be, I say.
I know we blocked out his name, but I like to think his name was just Damn You, Thomas. It's just a YouTube account.
It's just a burner account just to tell me.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Okay. Oh, so Lewis, this is interesting. This is to do with the apple butter. Lewis says the difference between jam and jelly in the US and Canada and the UK is super confusing. So I've had to, it's difficult to move country. You leave your family, the weather's changed. But the biggest issue I have had is the jam jelly debate. And because in England, jelly is always Jello. It's the make your belly move like a bowl full of jelly.
What are you trying to say?
What's the Santa thing? Santa Claus is
he laughs like wait, what is it?
I didn't get my shake. I didn't get
his belly will shake like
like a bowl full of jelly.
A bowl full of jelly. That's it.
Yeah. Anyway, so jam, you guys use jelly and jam. Jam to you is like the fancy jelly.
It is? I don't know.
Okay, so I still don't get it. I'm going to get deported if I say it wrong, so I'm going to stop. All right, moving on.
Okay, next one. Oh, this is a great one. I love it.
Michael Still. James admitted you wrote the Thomas's dumb comment. It was me! No, it wasn't.
It was possible. Okay, this one's good. Just shut up, guys. Just shut up for 1 second, for the love of God.
Okay.
Like if that was on like a like a Lamborghini review, I would see that as being like, I just want to hear the car, but I don't believe it was. It might have been on like a Stinger versus Arteon review type of thing, where I do believe it's a car review where we have to.
That comment just reminds me of the moment in the Notebook. What's the moment when he's like, "What do you want?" Oh no, he's saying, "What do you want?" He's not saying, "Shut up." Anyway, so we'll shut up. We'll shut up. I'm sorry. He can also just pause it and take a breath.
He's yeah.
I love that the comments are still debating the jam jelly debate.
Jelly in England is jelly. Fact.
That's true. Elliot Smith, keep up the good work, guys. Thank you, sir. Very much appreciated. Okay.
Thank you, Elliot. Appreciate that.
And Thomas, you just got a compliment for your Monaco poster. Do you want to show the ladies and gentlemen? See, that's glare. Glare on a frame. You can get that for cheaper. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So this is on our G90 versus S-Class video, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think this one I think this was his thesis in university.
Was the title of it?
I'm amazed he summarized it into read it for us.
This is just the abstract, though. Okay, so F you piece of garbage, Canadian soft blank. Don't you ever make fun of Batman. F you.
I forgot. I can't read it, so I forgot what his issue was.
So yes, that's on our when I dressed up as Batman and jumped off a roof. I actually did, by the way. It hurt.
Thomas jumped. By the way, any stunt you see, Thomas does all his own stunts.
I do all my own stunts.
Mainly because budget, but also because he's a nutter. The craziest stunt you ever did for me watching it was not the Batman stuff, because when you donned that suit, to me you were just Batman. You couldn't get hurt. But when you were still Thomas with the bulletproof my back review, I want to say, and you jumped off that like 6 foot concrete onto concrete and rolled.
Yeah. That's how I live. I don't know what else to tell you. It's just, that's my game, James.
Yeah. There's a lot of F's in the comments for you there, Thomas. Do you know what that means? The F?
Yeah. It's like we'll get an F in the chat for Thomas. James is Robin. just unprompted.
Okay, hold on.
Unprompted.
In defense of Robin, Batman wouldn't. It's like Frodo and Sam. Batman wouldn't be where he was without Robin. All right, what's wrong with Robin? Also, Robin has some super jazzy.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Oh, I found an amazing photo yesterday, which I wish I had duplicated because now I can't find it. All right, just give me 1 second, Thomas. Carry on for a minute. I'm just gonna see if I can find this photo.
Okay. Besides being BMW fanboys, you're both epic. Thank you guys for keeping us entertained. Why we're not BMW just because I own a BMW, we're not BMW fanboys.
A BMW that's broken right now.
I mean, how could I possibly be a fan? I've got 3 BMWs and literally none of them work right now. James, you're an Alfred. You seem more like an Alfred. That's better.
Hey, that's okay.
Yeah, what was the point of all those push-ups if you can't even lift a bloody log?
What's the joke with if you say my cocaine?
Michael Caine.
It's the same as Michael Caine saying his own name.
Yeah, but if he says it, what does it sound like? That's the question.
If he says his own, my cocaine.
If he says my cocaine,
yeah, I don't know. Maybe
it sounds like my cocaine.
I really want to find this photo but it might take me years.
Okay.
I'm just gonna make a quick attempt. I'll give you the next one.
Okay. You give me the next mean comment while you search for this. I like the chubby guy. Well, considering you often get compared to a leaf or a small feather, I'm going to assume by default that I'm the chubby guy. That's fine. I'll take it. It is what it is.
In defense, Thomas's defense, that comment is from probably a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
And look at the man. He's trim. He's lost 60 pounds. He's anemic.
60 pounds, James. That means I've lost the entirety of your body mass in weight. Is that what you're saying? Do
you know how stupid England is, by the way? I'm just going to use this moment to insult my own country.
Yeah.
In England, we don't use kilograms much or pounds. We use stone.
Stone, which makes no sense.
Which makes zero sense. There's lots of F's in the chat for the thing.
All right. So I opted this guy, Daisha Smith, $20. Wow, thank you very much. You did not need to do that. So I opted to buy a motorcycle, Rebel 500 ABS. I was waiting to get my S209 as my graduation present to myself. Thank you for your input. Last live chat. Awesome. I'm glad you're happy. I've always wanted to get into motorcycles, but I'm afraid to get into motorcycles because I know that I would get easily addicted to the cheap speed. So I have just abstained from.
I'll have to find this another time.
Yes, I'm not going to find though. Very cool. I'm glad you got that car.
Well, we said that about motorcycles, but instead we were talking about potentially doing a project car that's equally unsafe. So if you guys think that us doing a project car, an old sort of thing would be cool, let us know. Except you, Cars Boy, because you just called me Harley Quinn. In some weird reality, Harley Quinn is now Chris Harris's wife.
Okay, so a question about stone I've always had. So everyone says a stone is like 12 pounds. Is that roughly correct?
It's 12. It's either 12 or 14.
But that's a huge like amount for one thing.
No, I know. I think it's so that if you want to lie about it, you only have to lie like by 1 stone, and then instead of saying lying by 14 pounds, all you've done is get one. Oh, there you go. 40. So Lewis says 14 pounds, not 12. I thought it was 14. Yeah, you don't lie by much. You're like, I'm 12 stone,
But I see. Okay, so you could be within 15 pounds roughly of the amount, more or less.
But in a way, in defense.
So if you lose 1 pound, are you allowed to say, I lost a stone?
Pretty much. It's always stone and a half or something. Yeah, like I'm 8.5 stone.
Yeah.
14. Okay, everyone is very sure it's 14 pounds.
We're leaning on it now.
But in defense of stone, Celsius is better than Fahrenheit, and Fahrenheit is massive. So
Celsius Fahrenheit makes so much more sense. Like it's not even. You guys should do a Lemons car. Dion D10, we are doing a Lemons car, but that is not actually the build that we're talking about. We're going to make James race in endurance racing whenever racing returns to the world. I'm actually building that car right now in the garage. That's right. What were we talking about a few seconds ago?
I don't know. I really want to find this photo, but we were so far from
it. Oh my God, forget the photo. Go to the next mean comment.
Okay, hold on. I'm just going to say what the photo is, and then we're going to post it. I'm going to post it to my Instagram, James Engelsman on Instagram.
Okay.
It's me as Batman as a kid, and it's like the funniest photo ever.
Well, we all will wait in anticipation for that because that can't be bad. That's going to be a good photo. I'm very excited to see it.
Okay. The next.
It's back when James thought he was going to actually be Batman and not Robin. All right. Next comment.
This wasn't a meme one. It was creative. He came up with a new brand. And
yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite car, Brantley.
Brantley. I think that's the Bentley we can all afford, isn't it?
A Brantley, yeah. That's
Brantley.
right. Yeah. And that's not me. That's obviously an autocorrect error. That's amazing.
James is definitely a Gemini. I don't even know what that means.
Okay, go to the next mean comment. We need an actual mean comment up here.
All right. What does that one say?
If you regularly do drug races, you will soon increase subscribers.
Right, so not enough drugs on the channel. I have to apologize for that. I think that partly is my fault.
Noted. Yeah. So just more drug across the border, or like how to build a drug racing car. Is that what they must be? Anyway, good.
Drug racer. It's a drug race.
That's good feedback either way, really. I mean,
yeah.
Type of stuff that we need.
With drug racers, if you get pulled over, they have to tell you they're a cop, right?
Yeah. No, totally legally.
Okay, DJ Adverb says, here's the first $7. Let's go in and build an LS swap BRZ or Z.
Ooh, that'd be fun. Listen, if I was going to LS swap anything, it would be my E46 M3 because the engine's currently broken. Next question, comment, please.
What if we 458 swap a BRZ? You know, in
no one's done that.
In memory of Donut's experience.
That's one of the coolest builds of all time.
Okay. The next one.
Jeremiah, you have a lot of M3 questions. Hit me up on Instagram at Thomas Holland TH, and I will answer your.
Says, imagine James doing drugs. What does that mean?
Okay, move your head a little bit, sir. Yeah, because I don't know what the context is. Yeah, because their mommy and daddy are friends with people in high places. These morons have to do absolutely nothing. Their mommy gives them literally everything they need, including paying huge amounts of cash to borrow cars. I know them and I know their family. Literally the worst kind of people. THEE.
Okay.
Okay, so he apparently knows our families, and he knows that our parents buy all of those cars that you see in the videos.
That's a lot of money.
I actually have a huge warehouse just out back of my small house with 275 cars in it that we've reviewed. They've all been purchased by our family. That is for sure. We got some super chats though. What do they say? How do we?
You can click them. So Josh Gray says nothing and gave us $25.
Wow, that's amazing.
Thank you, Josh. That's very nice of you.
Okay, John Keane says, Thomas, what sim racing base / wheel do you have? I saw Thrustmaster on the side. I'm looking for something to hold me over the next couple months. I have the Thrustmaster T300 GT, and I've got the Play Seat Challenge, I think, the one that folds up because I needed the space, and I have the Thrustmaster T3 PA pedals. I don't have the shifter yet, but I will hopefully get those and find a way to mount them. I've been racing Assetto Corsa exclusively because I find that it has the best. This is on just PlayStation 4. And I've been.
I'm uninitiated for this stuff.
You got to get in it. You got to do
it. But to me, like Thrustmaster,
it has a name. I'll give you that.
Right?
It has a name.
I saw that, and I was, I think I picture it as one of those packages that comes with, please don't look inside. Donor.
Yeah. No, I know where you're going.
Just a curious decision to call it Thrustmaster.
It's the.
Was Cool Racing Wheel taken?
I guess so.
Maybe it was another. Maybe they did something else first, and they had to pivot and keep the company name. I don't know. I find that
yeah, they couldn't legally change it for some reason.
Chris R from Poland, awesome job. Please say in Polish "Dzień dobry," which is, I believe, hello.
Oh, nice.
That my family is like Polish back in the day. So one side of them. But that's not my. Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, you don't learn a language just by having some family there at one point, ancestrally.
Yes.
But if you did, all I know is Dzień dobry. Chris, if I butchered that, I'm really sorry, and I will renounce my Polish stuff. Josh Gray, who's now donated another $10, says, can we get bikini models for the drag races? Seeing as you've already donated $35, I feel like that's the only appropriate move at this point.
We'll have to. I mean,
however, here's the catch. If this is okay with Thomas. We will limit the quality of those bikini models to the amount of donations that only Josh Gray gives. So right now we're at $35 Craigslist kind of vibe. If we can up that.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much actual models cost. They can't be cheap though. I'm thinking
$35, let's be realistic. All you're getting is Jason Camisa in a bathing suit, and you don't want that.
Which might be a site anyway that could be worth coming out for. I'm not sure. Should we do the next mean comment?
Okay, yeah. James and Thomas in a bikini doing a review.
Why did you read that? Why did you read that comment out, James?
I think it needed to be said.
Bring it up? Did it?
If you don't put it out there, it can never happen. You just speak your dreams.
Oh yeah, well we'll do this. We'll do this question first. 80s Porsche 944 fixed up as a weekend track car. Thoughts? Love your channel. Our entire company subscribes. Much love from Kingston. Awesome. What company? That's cool, Nick. Okay, we're gonna address that comment in a second. 80s Porsche 944 fixed up as a weekend. That would be fantastic. That'd be a brilliant car for the track. The balance is perfect. Transaxle. I wanted to do a build like that for a long time, but I couldn't find a clean, rust-free enough one to do it. If you can get one and you're handy and you don't mind doing the work yourself because you're going to need to because they break and parts are expensive, then do it. I think it's amazing. It's also a beautiful car. Okay. Next comment. Why did the intro to this video look an intro to a gay porn scene? I don't know. What video is that from?
Realistically, it could have been any of us. Let's be honest.
There's been a. No, I'm not even going to address it. Okay.
No,
yeah. Moving on. Yeah, that's the next one.
I think what he's going for there is that we have good production value, and
that's definitely what
he probably pays for one of those really good sites because you always wonder why people would pay, but then apparently it's just amazing production value. A friend told me.
Dylan has donated to Josh Gray's bikini models. $2.
No, Dylan, you don't get to do that. But
you can't donate. No, it's only up to Josh Gray. He determines how much money we can spend. Okay.
So this should be noticed that the guy's username is Sergeant something. So
yeah. Okay. He says, "Wow, your panties got wet and you lost it from a drag race. I guess you will not hold up in a firefight when you walked into an ambush and RPGs are blowing up all around you. To all my fellow soldiers from Canada, UK, USA, welcome home."
All right.
James, I wasn't aware that when we got scared driving a ZL1 and a Hellcat Red Eye that we were putting ourselves in line with those who very bravely travel across the ocean and put themselves in the line of fire. I didn't know that I had to have the same moral fiber that they do, but apparently.
Yeah, no, that's an aggressive. RPGs flying everywhere.
RPGs, yeah. I mean,
maybe that's a request to have RPGs in a review.
That'd be cool.
Yeah,
Esteban. Well, maybe we wouldn't though. We're clearly not suited to handling it.
No, we couldn't. Well, maybe paintball or something.
Yeah. Let's do a paintball one. That'd be fun.
Esteban says, and I'm James. I think he's. I think he was.
Paying... You're not. Dude, this James is right here, silly.
No, I think he was donating $2 for me to say that.
Oh, okay. Go. Ready?
Okay. All right. Kevin asks about foliage. What are your plans for Throttle House 5 years down the road? Some of us would like to see you two host the Grand Tour or a similar show.
Well, first I'll address the first part of the question. I'm leaning towards I think a rubber tree plant and maybe like a. I
have stuff here.
Like a palm potentially. Yeah.
A palm.
Like a succulent, one that we don't have to take care of very often. That's kind of where I would end up, I think. As for Throttle House 5 years down the road, great question. We have no idea. We hope you do. Because we're just going to keep making carbon.
We want to keep making. I think you guys are asking for more regular content, and it's really, really hard because the stuff we make takes a full week really to organize, produce, edit, put out there. Like we talk about often making it more regular. Sometimes twice a week, and every time we get to that, we realize that there'll be a drop in quality, and we're not willing to let that happen.
So like the real version of this is you're going to maybe see during the summer, maybe an extra video or two a month. So maybe 5 or 6 videos a month, but realistically for the time being with our small team, which is just who you're looking at and our editor, Karsten, who's been doing all the post-production lately, ever since a few videos ago. It's just kind of up to us and we're working as fast as we possibly can, basically.
Joseph West, and thanks for the super chat, guys. We'll have more time for them in a minute. We're going to get through the rest of the comments, but we'll just do these. Joseph West, £5, which is about 300 Canadian dollars. So thank you for that.
Wow.
Hello from Manchester, UK. I have a Nissan Qashqai 1.2 litre and my lease is up in October. Which cars would you guys recommend? Keep up the great work. Okay, so here's the best news ever, Joseph.
That your lease is up on a Qashqai.
Everything gets better after a Nissan Qashqai.
It's literally only up from there, so you're good to go. I wish I knew more what was available right now in the UK. I don't, but
yeah, there's lots of options because there's lots of affordable stuff that we don't consider, like this. I don't know, how, the Skodas and the Seats and all that sort of stuff.
I would definitely get yourself into a hatchback though, because from what I know, the Qashqai isn't really that big on the inside, and so you're unnecessarily sacrificing potentially fun driving dynamics for the same price just to have slightly higher suspension and maybe a tiny little bit extra headroom. So find yourself a hatchback. That's what I would do.
Okay, and then quickly, Russell McKinney says, hope you guys are safe. Let's see that M3. There is a video of Thomas's M3 when it was working, and it will be working again. So go find that on the channel.
Hopefully. If
this
not,
person,
it's on my Instagram. That's what
it's on. Thomas posted it on his Instagram. He's going to get the hood wrapped as well right now because it's carbon fiber and it looks gross.
Also, the hood it's breaking. It's a Cybon carbon fiber hood, and I emailed them and they haven't responded.
Yeah, don't get a BMW, everyone.
It's not BMW's fault. That's Cybon's carbon fiber. Anyway.
Okay, Thinny. I don't want to say that name wrong. Thinny-san. You're the #1 fan. That's $10. Thank you very much.
Wow, thank you.
Kevin says, thank you for the reply. Please keep up the quality over quantity. Thank you, Kevin. We will. And if you have any ideas, you're always welcome to annoy us on Instagram.
Yes.
Okay, and then
next one. Go.
Next one. So we missed the sergeant. The sergeant was very aggressive. We are not good enough for war. We've learned this.
We've learned we're not good enough for battle. That's fine. The other people are. Okay. Why are you making me read these? Okay.
They're backwards for me.
Okay, everyone, there's a chance that this comment might be a parody. And if this guy is a parody account, then all the power to him, because this is hilarious. I don't know if it's true. This girl's too not knowed how to drive cars. Even me, I can drive better from this girl's and must clean this racetrack. That Polish girl, James, can drive more goodily from the other fat girl. Stop to doing it. First of all, Simon Wisniewski, this is a very offensive tweet to many denominations of people. I don't understand. This absolutely has to be a fake comment.
I find this to be absolutely accurate. I'm a better Polish girl driver than you chubby girl. A fat girl. Sorry, I called you a fat girl.
Is that worse or better? I don't know. Why is it?
I'm going to print this one out and put it above your bed. So you have to, instead of like an affirmation in the morning, you have to
Why are you in my room? That's my next one. Next comment, please.
Corona. Okay. Next one.
Okay, what cars are these?
I don't know. I can't see it, so you have to read it.
Okay, I believe this is for the G-Wagon and the X7.
Okay.
Thomas looks like he's about to go on a date after being in a long-term relationship for 6 years, and James looks like he rented his car to impress his potential real estate customers. That's good.
Oh wait, so hold on. I didn't get insulted, just the car did.
Yeah.
Pretty much you.
No, not necessarily. That just means my car, which I believe is a G-Wagon, makes me look like I was about to go on a date after being in a long-term relationship for 6 years. So like I'm trying to flex is what this
you're trying to reignite the passion, which we all know is impossibly difficult.
Okay. Oh, we got a super chat. Roman Lugovoy says Genesis G70 or Kia Stinger. That depends on a multitude of things. I just found out recently from someone on Instagram who told me, if you know who you are, shout out. I don't remember what your name was, but you can now get the limited slip differential in all-wheel drive form in the Kia Stinger, which means that's the really kind of the one thing the G70 had, other than some tighter suspension tuning over the G70, was that it had the LSD in the rear. The US gets a different market entirely. I'm not entirely sure. Personally, I think they both drive well. G70 drives a little bit sharper, but I like the look of the Stinger better.
I'm the opposite. I prefer the G70.
Oh, okay.
I think it looks grown up and without looking too old.
That's fair.
I thought the current G80 looks a bit old. Obviously, the incoming G80 looks badass, but
yeah. Okay.
Okay. So I'm a real estate agent.
You're a real estate agent, yeah. So you're driving an X7. If you drive an X7, you look like a real estate agent, I guess.
I haven't said my 15-minute baller in a bit. There we go.
Okay, but
Yeah. And Rexo wants me to say gangster and lit.
Lit you can pull off because it's
But
hard
you
to have an
can't. Can
accent.
you do the English click?
Why is that English?
What do you mean? It was a huge thing in England. Where are my Brits at? All right.
Am I doing it?
Not even slightly. But the whole nation stopped because I think one grandma persuaded us we'd all get arthritis. And we just all believed it. So we're like, oh, I got to stop.
What do you guys think about a rear-wheel drive track build on a 90s two-door truck? Do it. I don't know. I mean, there's no weight in the rear, so it'd be kind of hilarious no matter what you do.
All right. Roman's coming in with another one.
Okay, Roman. Okay, G70 or Alfa Romeo Giulia. You get more for your money with the G70, but the Giulia is infinitely cooler looking and as a brand is cooler. End of story.
Yeah. And Timothy says G70, but in the 4-cylinder 6-speed manual. No, this 4-cylinder 6-speed manual is fine, but the 3.3 liter all-wheel drive Genesis is the best spec. It's more expensive, so obviously it's going to be, but it's brilliant. Charles, when did you guys meet? Middle of 2018. Throttle House is very young, guys. It's very new. Thomas and I still have time to want to kill each other. Joel says, pull, pull, and pull. There you go. One more time.
Okay. All right. Next.
Do you want to quickly answer Matt Raspberries before? Is it?
Oh, okay.
The full name, or is it just Matt? Do you know what I mean?
Oh, like a
yeah,
raspberry. Okay. That's a great last name. Okay. I'm a big guy losing weight, but getting into performance cars. What would be a good daily, but also performance car under 40K US? Prefer all-wheel drive and looking at the Golf R, STI Type R, EcoBoost Mustang. If you're concerned about like physically fitting, the Type R absolutely has the best, most comfortable seats with the wide. I have a bit of a wide.
Badonk is the word.
That's the one. That's the word. And the Type R fits me perfectly. I find the Golf R seats fine. The WRX STI seats are fine, but the Type R has the best combination of like space, comfort, and bolstering. And just don't do an EcoBoost Mustang.
EcoBoost Mustang's fine.
It's fine.
It's just not peak Mustang.
I'm just
going to get. The good news is you can get Mustang GT for under 40,000 US.
Yes, if you can get yourself into a lightly used Mustang GT and you don't mind,
you can buy it new. You can
get a lot of money for gas. Then yeah, do that.
Thomas, you can get a brand new one under 40. I'm pretty sure.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Stephen White, $5. Thank you very much. CACH. So I have a Kia Stinger GT as daily driver and a 718 GTS 4-liter coming in July. I'm looking to add a second-hand supercar to the garage in 1 to 2 years. What would you start searching for or test drive to complement the other two? I know Thomas's answer on this.
That's a nuts question. Okay, so you have a 17 GTS 4.0 coming in July, looking at a second-hand supercar to the garage in 1 to 2 years.
It's very obvious what's missing there. So you right now you're going to be dealing with a 4 and a 6-cylinder.
I don't know what my answer is. You see what what my answer is. Apparently.
Your answer is a manual V10 R8.
I was gonna say that potentially, but like it depends on how much like temperamentability you're willing to put up with. That's not a real word. I don't.
It's a supercar. None of them are going to be great.
Well, then get yourself a manual Ferrari if you can do it, if you can afford it. Like if you can get a manual 430, like that's everything. Like. That would be
okay. Amazing. We'll hit Jeffrey's comment, and then we're gonna do the next mean comment.
Okay.
Jeffrey, do you want me to read this one out?
Go for it.
Jeffrey W, 20 Canadian dollars. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated. I have owned 34 different vehicles in 14 years, and I think I'm addicted to it at this point.
Safe to say.
My wife says it's a problem, but I love it. What are your thoughts about your wife or the vehicles? What if you had 34 different wives in 14 years?
Listen, Jeff.
Would your vehicle be upset?
Listen, Jeff. If you can financially justify these cars and you can financially justify the space for the cars physically, what was the problem? Other than it taking up a lot of time, I know that, but like,
yeah, if you're not financially stretched, if it's not stopping you going on holiday.
Yeah. Like if you have to sacrifice a family holiday because you need to buy that car, then maybe wait an extra year and buy the car then. But like, if you're able to do it, do it. I don't know. It's fun. It's not an addiction. It's a way of life. Look at that.
I tend to, that's how I buy cars generally, even though I've only bought like 5. It's like, will this stop me going on holiday?
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, then
the answer is always yes, though. But you
still get it, and then you just fly Ryanair. Okay, next one. What is this? What does that one say?
Okay, why does the British guy sound like an American guy trying to do a British accent?
All right. Well, I'm self-conscious of my own. I'm not going to speak.
You're not going to speak. Listen, if I try and do a British accent, it just sounds like a Canadian guy trying to badly do a British accent. But I don't know.
I get asked to do an American/Canadian accent all the time.
Oh, it's the rarest thing ever. If you Throttle House viewers ever see James do an American accent, it will be like a one-off on a live video. You'll never know it's coming, and you'll never hear it again.
No, hang on. I did one in 2 videos ago when I said the Corvette doesn't have back seats. If you haven't seen that video,
no, you didn't. You did a silly parody, like ridiculous.
That is no way to talk about the Southern U.S. accent, Thomas. That's me.
They have a great accent. Yours was a comic version of it. I've heard you do just a plain American accent, like just without basically removing any British inflections, and it was the strangest thing I've ever heard. I've only heard it once. And he's never known. Yeah.
But I can assure this person that I am not an American trying to do a British accent.
You are indeed not.
I tend to find that because, in Britain we have so many accents. Like you can drive 10 minutes and the accent changes. Yeah. So I think what's happening there is Americans will watch a few different TV shows, and just because they don't happen upon my particular accent, they'll think that it's not, a real accent.
No, it's not a real accent. Yeah.
Yeah. Keep up the great work, guys. Bill McTin.
Great last
Thank you, sir.
But thank you for $20.
What does this mean? Would you rather have Thomas as James or an Aston Martin Vulcan to drive?
Cool. I don't know how to respond to that.
Yeah, doesn't make any sense.
I don't know how to.
Okay. What's this one, Thomas?
Okay. This mean comment says, another excellent comparison and very fun and entertaining video. Thanks, guys. It starts off really good. Yeah. Is this just me? Or when he's behind the wheel, does James really look like a 14-year-old with a spray-on beard driving his dad's car? Excuse me, move your head. Maybe it's a European versus North American guy thing. He's just so petite, it makes me laugh.
You're petite right here.
What's a spray-on beard? Do you have one?
Obviously, it's this.
Just every morning.
Spray.
Oh, that is a great comment. It's not even that mean. No, it is mean, but it's like, it's so positive to start. We can't be mad.
Why am I petite?
I don't know why you're petite. Everyone thinks James so petite. Oh,
Thomas and I are the same height, right?
We're literally exactly the same height. I mean, I outweigh you by a significant amount, but that's mostly just because of nachos.
That's just mass.
Okay. Brian Holmes, $10. Thank you, sir. Looking to get my first manual car, and I'm really interested in getting a used M2 in about a year or so. Thoughts? I want something with decent power and comfort, or should I look elsewhere? No. I mean, what? You can't just laugh at me for always recommending an M2, James. Listen, if he wants all the things, I will say though that the M2 doesn't have the best feeling shifter in a manual. It's a bit kind of numb. Do you know what I mean?
I just want to put the Miata shifter in everything.
Yeah. Very few things compared to a Miata, but yeah, no, it's M2 as a manual is, yes, it is better off as a manual. And it's definitely a car. Also, you have to turn the traction control off in that car to get rid of the auto rev match feature. So if you want to learn how to rev match, make sure it's a hot, dry day and there's no one near you. Right? Don't be doing that in the wet if you haven't driven that car in low traction situations. It's pretty angry.
I'm still reeling from this.
Spray on beard.
I look 14. Well, hold on. I've grown up a lot since the beginning of this because anyone who joined us earlier in this live video, I got called a toddler. So
that's right. Yeah.
Technically, I'm aging faster.
The last 40 minutes, you've grown.
Yeah.
Now you're 14 years old. John Crump says, "You guys, the reason is I bought a G70." Great. John, you bought a great car.
That's a brilliant car. Anyone who follows me on Instagram, so I feel like I'm plugging myself here at twice. But like the other night, I was posting the things I was looking at on Auto Trader, and I was looking at the G70, and I came across a G70S, and the S looked suspiciously like it was from an Infiniti. So maybe that's a collab we just didn't know about, so that Infiniti could stay alive and in business. They just, joined Genesis, but we'll see what happens. Okay, the next insult.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? I don't think there are any more.
Oh, is that it?
That was it.
Okay, folks, we are open. Not that we haven't been answering questions, but we are open for questions now. We will try our best to answer your questions. Mark 8 VW GTI or a Mark 7? What do you think, James?
I haven't tried the new GTI yet. It's not going to be here for a year or something. We'll see.
Annoyingly. Do we plan on reviewing an Audi Q5 or an RX 350?
Why not?
Probably.
At some point.
Probably.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry. That's my dog coughing. Can you hear that?
This is the soundtrack to our business phone calls during the day, everybody.
Yeah. Okay. Andrew Ray is a fellow Toronto guy living in Arizona. I was going to say that's a US dollar. Modded Fiat Abarth is always the answer. Keep you the great work, gents. So you're wrong.
We like that car.
Yeah, but it's not the answer because Miata's the answer.
No, but maybe it's the answer though, James, because we haven't driven a modded one. You don't know.
Oh, a modded one.
A modded one.
Did you mod it to make it feel naturally aspirated?
You mod it by putting the Miata engine in it. Is that a thing? Yeah, no, I do like the car. I think it's unique.
It's a cool car. If that's what you're driving in Arizona, that's pretty cool. Arizona's a hot place. Yeah. Okay. Joey Owen says, how did you guys start doing this? Seems like a badass career. It did. And then now we're inside and we can't do anything.
Well, so is everybody else though. So that is what it is, right?
No, I know. But okay. So here's a question for everyone. If you could go back in time, and you can't say live cam, that's banned. If you go back in time and you knew this was going to happen, you were going to be locked down. What's the ultimate career path that would complement this lifestyle? I wonder sometimes, apart from like live cam, because that's where my head goes every time, but I haven't got much to flaunt.
And I feel like gaming streamers are like winning the game right now.
No pun intended.
It's different for them, except they're busier.
Busier.
All of the cooking YouTube channels are doing very well as well, and they get to have fun making up unique, like cook with what you have at home ideas.
That looks like a new thing behind you, by the way. The Alpha, is that the one you keep watching on Bring a Trailer and you keep not bidding on it?
I don't have the money to bid on it. Yes, that is a 105 series Alfa Romeo that I really, 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 really want. It's my dream car right there. Well, the Alphaholics GTAR 290 resto mod version of that car is the dream car. But I mean, like, that is, look at it. Yeah. Look how beautiful it is. Well, I want one very much.
That's the one from Legendary Car Canvases.
Yes, Legendary Car Canvases sent me that, and we're gonna.
Okay, Adam Horos. I gave it a cool accent there. I hope that's how you say it. Best fun environmentally car. I guess environmentally conscious car. I mean, that isn't too expensive. Fun. It's hard to get environmentally conscious and fun.
There's two ways of doing it, but one is an EV or a really small displacement turbocharged hatchback type of thing, right? Like, oh, you know what would be is that new GR and then Toyota.
Why don't we just go with the Veloster N? 4 cylinders, pretty good.
Yeah, for now. Yeah. But that new Toyota that I can't remember the name of that's supposed to be coming here.
The Yaris? The GR Yaris?
Yeah, it's going to have a small displacement engine and it will be very fun, I hope.
Okay. So Esteban says, is this a 24-hour live stream? No, we have not got the stamina for that. No, James, what is your dream car? I don't know. Right now it's GT3, probably.
Yeah.
Backyard builds, $10. Thank you, sir. Or lady. James's beagle is superior to all of Thomas's cats, which he has one. Used to have a beagle, so seeing it on Insta stories every day always makes me happy. Buy her a toy with the $10. I can't buy her a toy because she doesn't like toys. Well, I could have gone it the dark way. But I can show you her right now, live. 1 second.
There's a good chance that this beagle that is apparently so amazing is going to cough in your face. Backy builds. Get ready for it.
She's coughing.
See?
She's a cough. There we go. So Daisy, say hello to backyard builds. Okay, that's enough.
Okay. Daisy's being attacked by the green screen.
I just threw her into the air.
Yeah.
She's dead now. Okay. M Kira 3. $5. Thank you very much. That's much appreciated. Any super chats, I really appreciate it, guys. I really like it. Got a 19 GLI, and now my wife wants to steal my car. How do I stop it without getting a manual? Is that a manual as in like a stick shift, or a manual to stop my wife stealing my car?
Like a 5-step program to
Yeah.
stopping your wife from stealing your car. I don't know.
Steal my car.
Well, so like, are you saying that you would consider? I just need to know this. Would you consider returning your GTI and purchasing a manual so that your wife cannot drive it? Is that a possibility here? Because if that's the case, then you, in the end, you'd end up with a manual version of a really good car. So I would do that. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's a solid choice. Okay, we are gonna. Yeah, but either way, I share my my cars with my girlfriend, and it works out really well. She drives manual though, so it doesn't help stop her driving them. Nothing bad's happened yet, though. Nothing bad's happened. In fact, I like it when she drives all the cars. She loves the Miata. Although to the guy before, she said she hates the idea of a modded Fiata in Arizona. I don't know why. She's very particular about that. Okay.
Okay.
Guys, what do you think of the 370Z as a second-hand car? I think that's the only way to get a 370Z.
Yeah, don't buy a new one.
Because they haven't changed.
Michael Obid for $5 says 2014 Fiesta ST or 2014 Jetta GLI 30th edition in terms of performance and reliability. The Fiesta ST is leagues more fun than the Jetta GLI, but it's a really, really fun car, so the GLI is also fun. In terms of performance and reliability, it completely depends on what you're doing with the car. If you're doing autocross, the Fiesta will win. It's honestly, it's hard to say. It's basically whichever one fits your lifestyle better. The Fiesta is small and has really hard, uncomfortable seats. The GLI is way more comfortable, but they're both fun to drive.
Will Thompson says James has a fake brick wall behind him to hide the fact that he lives in a dirty, wet basement. I'm already sensitive about the whole church thing. There we go. Now
there you go. All right. Elliot Smith says 2013 Boss 302 or 2015 GT. Good question. I haven't driven the former of that duo, so I can't really comment, unfortunately. I'd love to be able to help you out there, but I can't. 2015 is the new body Mustang, right? 2015 that's the newest.
Newest, yeah. That's the newest.
Yeah. That's before the engine got even a little bit better. So that's a good question. Maybe the Boss 302 then. I'd have to drive one. I wish I could help you, Elliot. I haven't driven it.
Yeah. Okay, Leo Tam, last question. I think we're going to call this one short so we can all go enjoy Friday. I have the manly drink of the day today is just wine. I'm
going to go smoke a chicken after this on my barbecue.
What I've learned from today is that I'm a petite toddler trust fund baby who owns a ton of cars.
Yeah, apparently we own all the cars. Yeah.
Okay, says, did you ever figure out what's wrong with your M3? You guys are great at avoiding the spammed questions.
I will. All right, I'll tell you what. I'll post on my Instagram right after this what's going on with my M3. Okay, so go follow me there. What's my Instagram, James?
Thomas Holland _TH.
Thomas Holland _TH. Follow
and you can
there.
find it from the Throttle House Instagram. Both of our Instagrams are in the Throttle House Instagram description.
Yes.
Is Tux around for them to see Tux before we go?
All right, you keep them occupied for 30 seconds. I'll see if I can find them.
I'm just going to start doing my live cam career. Here we go. I'm Kira, one more. She crashed into multiple stationary inanimate objects. I would hate to get a stick shift because traffic is really bad. Enjoy your weekend. Yeah, that sucks to hear that she crashed the car. That's very disappointing. I don't know. Just pretend it's broken or something. Or to play some sort. Oh, there's Tux.
Oh, he was sleeping in the sun, and therefore he's very, upset.
That's the inferior thing to the beagle right there.
Is it though? Look at it. It's just a fluke.
Tux is actually an awesome cat. Daisy's a flying dog.
So warm. He's so warm because he was lying in the sun.
Okay. All right. Well, I think it's time to say everyone have a wonderful weekend. It's been really fun.
Yep. We appreciate your questions and your mean comments. Please continue leaving them.
Yeah, as long as they're creative, like Thomas is dumb is where that's the bar. Do we live in different
Thomas
houses?
is dumb is where it starts. It should all be up from there, really. That's what we expect from you. And he's had enough. Suicide. Okay, bye-bye.
Okay. All right. See you later, everyone.
Have a good weekend.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.